Right now, somewhere in your house, there's a mirror. And every single day, you look into it and you believe you're seeing the truth. But what if I told you that mirror has been lying to you since the day you were old enough to care what you looked like? Not lying on purpose, not lying with malice, but lying every single day. Have you ever caught your reflection in a window unexpectedly? Not in a mirror, in a window. And thought for half a second, wait, is that me? That half second of confusion is the most honest moment you have with your own face all day. Because in that moment, your brain hasn't had time yet to apply the story it tells you every single morning. People think the mirror shows the truth. But what you see is the result of memories, what people have said, comparisons, your confidence. Two people can look at the exact same face and judge it completely differently. Here's the first reason. You see a mirrored version of your face every single day. But everyone else, they see the real one. The one that's never flipped. So when you see a photo of yourself, or catch yourself on video, something feels wrong, off, unfamiliar. That's not because you look worse in photos. It's because your brain has spent years memorizing the wrong version of your own face.
The second reason hits harder. Every time you open Instagram, TikTok, you're not just scrolling. You're calibrating. Comparing your unfiltered face in normal light, having a normal day, against someone else's best photo. Out of 200 they took, edited, filtered, sometimes surgically altered. And your brain doesn't know the difference. It just concludes, I don't measure up. You're not comparing yourself to real people anymore. You're comparing yourself to a highlight reel that was never real to begin with. But here's the third reason. And this one is the most painful. If someone said something to you once, years ago, your nose is too big, or you have a weird smile, or you'd be so pretty if, or you look tired, or you look angry, or you look sad, and you believed them, that one comment years ago became a filter, a lens, a distortion. And now, every time you look in the mirror, your brain automatically applies that filter. It finds the evidence. It confirms the lie. Even if that person was a child, even if they were joking, even if they didn't mean it, even if they don't remember it, you do. And that one comment has been shaping how you see yourself every single day since it was spoken. So let's stop here for a second. Because what we just described, the flipped mirror, the filtered comparisons, the 15-year-old comment, none of that is about your face. It's about information your brain collected. Information it was never given the chance to question. You didn't choose to believe you're unattractive. You were taught to believe it by a mirror that flips your image, by apps that profit from your insecurity, by a memory that never updates itself. This was never about how you look. This was about what you were told and what you never had the chance to unlearn. Here's something that might surprise you. You think people are staring at your face, studying it, judging it. But here's the truth. Most people are so consumed by their own reflection, their own insecurities, their own mental mirror, they don't have room left to study yours. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. You're not the main character in everyone else's story. You're barely a background detail. And that's not sad. That's freedom. And here's the part no filter can fake. Think of someone you've loved, really loved. Chances are the first time you saw their face, you didn't think perfect bone structure. But after weeks, months of knowing them, their face became the most beautiful thing you'd ever seen. Not because their face changed, because your brain changed what it associated with that face. Their laugh, their voice, the way they made you feel safe. Attractiveness was never a fixed photograph. It's a moving, evolving response to a whole person. Which means the face you're criticizing right now is not fixed either.
But here's the gut punch. You know that feeling when you're scrolling through social media and you see someone who looks perfect and you think, if I just looked like that, if I just had their nose, if I just had their jawline, then I'd be happy. And you believe it. You believe that lie. But here's the truth. The people you think are perfect, they're looking at someone else. They're looking at someone else's highlight reel. And they're thinking the exact same thing. If I just looked like that, then I'd be happy. And the cycle continues, a never-ending loop. Because the lie isn't about your face. It's about the belief that happiness is conditional, that it's something you earn, something you achieve, something you have to look a certain way to deserve. And that's the real lie. The truth is, you are not ugly. You are not unattractive. You are a human being, and your worth is not measured by the symmetry of your features. It is measured by the kindness in your heart, by the strength of your spirit, by the love you give and the love you receive. And that is a beauty no mirror can reflect, no filter can enhance, and no one can ever take away.